What is the order of a chemical reaction? The order is defined as sum of the powers of the concentration terms that are raised in the rate equation of a chemical reaction. If we make sum of the powers of the molar concentration terms, okay, not only simple concentration terms, the molar concentration terms that are raised in the rate equation is called the order of a chemical reaction. And we discuss about this topic, that order of a chemical reaction, in this video lecture. Hello everybody, I am Atanu Betal. Before starting the discussion regarding this topic, I would like to remind you that if you are watching first time watching this channel, if you are watching this channel first time or you do not subscribe this channel, then right now you can subscribe it. We start our discussions about the order of a chemical reaction. Suppose a chemical reaction is taking place as A mole of A and B mole of B, two products. In this case, the rate equation, suppose the rate equation for this reaction is A to the power X and B to the power Y, where A and B in third bracket define the molar concentration. This is the molar concentration of A and this is the molar concentration of B. When in the rate equation, the reactants, these are reactants, molar concentration of the reactants are A and B, and AB are the reactants that are present in this reaction, and its power is X and Y. So for this reaction, the order or N equal to sum of the power of the reactants, molar concentration terms of the reactant. Molar concentration terms are A and B, molar concentration terms, and its power is X and Y. So if we make sum of the powers or exponents X and Y, that time X plus Y is called the order of this reaction. So order of this reaction is a simple sum of the powers of the molar concentration term of the reactants. For a chemical reaction, order is sum of the powers of the molar concentration terms of the reactants that are appeared in the rate equation of the reaction. So these two are the concentration term A and B reactants and their molar concentration, because it is enclosing in a third bracket which is representing molar concentration of the two reactants A and B, and these two are the powers. And if we sum these two powers, the order of the reaction is the sum of the power of the concentration terms, molar concentration term. So I think you understand that what is the order of a chemical reaction, how to determine the order of a chemical reaction. Order of a chemical reaction is determined by making the sum of the power of the concentration terms, means reactant concentration term and molar concentration term of the reactant, that are coming in the rate equation. After that, we will find the some examples where we can find the order of reactions. Suppose a reaction in between H2 and Cl2 to produce 2 HCl, gas and HCl gas. In this case, rate equation is an experimentally determined factor. Okay, rate equation can be determined only experimentally. It cannot be determined theoretically. It is an experimental finding. So rate equal to K into, here H2 is the reactant to the power 0 and Cl2 is another reactant to the power 0, and this one is called rate constant, K, rate constant. Okay, so rate equal to K into H2 to the power 0 and Cl2 to the power 0. In this case, order equal to, order means n, and order of this reaction, order equal to 0 plus 0 means 0. So for any types of reactions, if we know the rate equation for the reaction, then we can find the order of reaction by making sum of the powers of the molar concentration term of the reactant. Okay, so in some cases, suppose we have some rate equations and we have to find the order of the rate equations. Suppose a rate equation is like rate equal to K into A to the power 2 and B to the power 1. So in this case, order of the reaction, rate equation is this one, and in this case the order of the reaction is sum of the power of the concentration term means 2 plus 1, that means 3. 3 is the order of the reaction. N means order is 3. Okay, and for a reaction, suppose rate equal to K into B to the power 2. For this reaction, the order equal to 2, and for a reaction, suppose rate equal to K into A to the power half and B to the power half, that time order of this reaction equal to 1, because it is half plus half, the total become 1. So this type of orders are coming, means these are the finding of orders. How to find the orders of a chemical reaction? It is simple, the sum of the powers of the concentration terms. Okay, sum of the powers of the reactant's concentration term, molar concentration term of the reactant. In this way you can find the order of a chemical reaction and its characteristics. Order of a chemical reaction is an experimental finding. You cannot determine it theoretically. Means this rate equation is determined only theoretically. So for the only experimentally this rate equation can be determined. So for this reason, the order is the experimental finding only. Order is not any theoretical finding. Order is experimental finding. And the next point is that order of reaction depends on the conditions of the reactions. Conditions of the reactions depended on the order of reaction. Okay, means order of reaction are dependent upon some conditions that are means conditions of the reactions. The next thing is that order is always a fraction, whole number, zero, anything can be possible. Means order can be a whole number 2, 3, 4, etc. Order can be a half, means fractional order is also possible, and zero order is also possible. So order can be a zero value, order can be a whole number, order can be a fractional value. So next point is that order is same for the reaction, simple reaction or complex reaction, whatever the type of reaction you have. For simple reaction, where the reaction is taking place in one step, which is called elementary reaction, where the reaction is taking place in a single step reaction. And for complex reaction, where multiple steps are present for a single reaction, a multiple steps of sequence or multiple steps is present for a reaction, that is called a complex reaction. And for a complex reaction and simple reaction, the order is same. Order have no different values for simple reaction or complex reactions. Order is same for both simple and complex reactions. Okay, and another important thing is that order is determined by the sum of the power of the concentration term, molar concentration term. We have to remember that we have to remind it that this rate equation is formed at the slowest step of the reaction. When for a complex reaction, this rate equation is determined at the most slowest step, okay, at the slowest step of the reaction. For a complex reaction, when the reaction is taking place at a multiple number of steps, that time the most slowest step of the reaction is called the RDS of the reaction, means rate determining step of the reaction. And in this step the rate equation is determined in the slowest step of the reaction. And this is about the order of chemical reactions, how to find the order of chemical reactions, simple and complex reactions. I think you understand this topic well. Are you okay with these discussions? Are you okay? If you do not feel okay, then you can means if you have any problem in any part, then you can write in the comment section below that what is your problem, and share your own opinion, own conception with me. I really feel happy when when you share your opinion with me. And this is the means I finished this discussion, and thank you for watching this discussion. If you find this discussion is giving you some useful knowledges or useful points, then you can like this discussion, and you can subscribe this channel also, and hit the notification button to get new video upload notification instantly.